Howdy, 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 back at it again. Today's video is going to be a refresh of a video I did way back in Season 1 about how to punish every super with Marisa. If you like this type of content, if you want to see more of it, leave a like in the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow it and I'd really appreciate the support. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So a couple things. First off, just to kind of justify this video, a lot more characters in the game now. Marisa had combo route changes. Therefore, I think it stands to be a refresh. Secondly, most of this stuff is going to be modern applicable. If you want me to release a modern only version of this, just let me know and I will do that. But most of the stuff should work for modern. Next, if you don't see a super shown in the video, it's because you don't need to drive rush or dash or anything. You can just charge stand heavy punch and get a punish. And you can just charge crouch heavy punch and get a punish. And the crouch heavy punch is significant, one, because it leads to the modern max damage punishes, and two, because it leads to the backed up max damage punishes. Okay, so that out of the way, roll the film. So Ryu level 1, a little bit finicky. If you do block it from very close, you can land a charge heavy punch, but if you're from further away, obviously that won't reach. If you block it from like footsie's range, you should be able to do drive rush into heavy punch and then link a back heavy punch. That should always work. But obviously if you block it from back here, there's just not really a punish that you can do. We have a couple options for punishing Ryu level 2. So if he just lets this thing rock, we should be able to do charge back heavy punch into towards heavy kick, into heavy demo, or OD quadriga near the corner. But if you want something that's a little bit easier, right, easier to time, hit stand heavy kick, launch him up in the air, do your favorite combo. Now he can also charge this thing, and if he does that, and you just like let this whole thing rock, he's still minus 20, but obviously you're not in range of anything. I do believe that you can swing on this. Obviously, that's kind of taking your life in your own hand. Generally, if he does this on block and you didn't do like something super minus, you can just jump at him and you'll punish both things. So just keep that in mind. Luke's level 1 is just like Ryu's level 1. If you block it close, you go for the default stuff. But if you block it from further away, you're going to want to opt for something like drive rush into heavy punch. Luke level 3 can seem tricky, but he should always be in range for you to land a charge stand heavy punch. If you're backed up and want to do charge crouch heavy punch, you're going to have to delay it a little bit, because if you just do drive rush into crouch heavy punch right away, you're too far away and this back heavy punch whiffs, so you actually have to manually time this. It's just sort of take the big step, then charge the crouch heavy punch, and you should be close enough. The best way to punish Jamie's level 1 is to just hold up forward once you've locked it and jump over him to avoid any ideas about him holding it down or following it up. From there, of course, you can dash into crouch heavy punch if that's the route that you're looking to do. The only thing I want to point out about Minon's level 1 is just remember that it's a low, right? So if you see her do it, hold down back, and then just punish it like normal. Important thing to remember about Minon's level 2, one, if you hold back during it, she will land in front of you. And then if you hold forward once she goes in the air, you can cross her up. So if you want to switch sides, that's easy. Also, don't be stupid and go, oh my goodness, it's level 3, and hold up. You have enough time to check the bottom screen, right? Oh, she spent 2 bars. I need to block. All right, so you have enough time during the super freeze where you don't have to try to differentiate the animation, right? You can just look at the bar and then figure out if you need to jump or block. Minon's level 3 is a command grab, but you can jump it after the flash. You can either come down with a button, or probably better once you land, just charge stand heavy punch. Marisa's level 1 leaves you close enough and is minus enough that if you want to land crouch heavy punch, you can do drive rush first. And that is true even if she charges it. Same frame data. The same goes for Marisa's level 2. If you want to land, be careful to block both parts, right? Don't be like me. You can do drive rush, crouch heavy punch if you're backed up and need a big combo. Once again, if you block Lily's level 1, you can do drive rush into charge crouch heavy punch to get the backed up max damage follow up. The only hard part about dealing with Lily's level 2 is making sure that you don't do something too early and whiff. So what I like to do is just throw like a frame kill or something, right? So if I block this, I might just like mash medium kick or something and then do a charge heavy punch just to make sure that I don't hit her while she's still in the air. Just advice. Lily's level 3 is also a command grab, but just like Minon's, you can jump it after the flash. So jump, teabag, make yourself a sandwich, get a punish. Well, it is possible for JP to do his level 1 from far enough away that you can't land a stand heavy punch. It's a little unlikely if he's doing it, on block pressure on wake up. But if you are ever worried about that, you should be able to do drive rush into charge back heavy punch for very little risk. Or if you're worried about that frame advantage, you can do drive rush into stand heavy kick, and that will always be a punish. Much like Jamie, Jury's a character where you want to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then you can jump over her before she does that big charge swing, and there's nothing she can do about it, so you can get a much better punish, and you can swap sides. If you want to use charge crouch heavy punch on Jury level 3, just drive rush first, you'll set yourself up just fine. I really just want to highlight that once he does this kick, there's kind of this weird block stun period. So you just want to make sure that you're used to timing this. It's like once he starts to move after he kicks you, that's kind of when you can start to buffer your inputs to get the punish. You can, of course, do stand heavy punch or charge crouch heavy punch for a punish. Cammy level 2, not minus 23, so you cannot actually punish this with stand heavy punch. So you should either use charge back heavy punch into towards heavy kick if you're close to the corner, so you can route no quad, or charge crouch heavy punch into charge back heavy punch if you're not near the corner, so you can go into that cash out combo. If you want to get the crouch heavy punch follow up on Honda's level 1, you're going to need to drive rush first, otherwise he can fall out. Honda's level 3 is in the exact same spot, where if you want this crouch heavy punch follow up, you're going to need to drive rush first. Otherwise, again, that charge back heavy punch can drop. Like JP, it is technically possible for Blanca to do this far enough away where your stand heavy punch won't reach. That won't be the case most of the time. If you're concerned about that, do drive rush into stand heavy kick. The regular version of Guile's level 1 is just a charge heavy punch punish. If he blocks, or if he does this one, it's not invincible, so he won't do it much. But you can crouch during the animation and then do like crouch medium punch drive rush cancel to get a punish, just so you know. If you block Guile's level 3 and you want to cross up, you can dash under and then either do stand heavy punch or crouch heavy punch. If for whatever reason you're concerned about the range on this, you really shouldn't be. It will connect. But if you think that timing is difficult, heavy kick is a good punish for level 1 super. -5 Omega Lull. If you block Kikosho from up close, you can of course do charge back heavy punch into towards heavy kick. If you're further away for whatever reason, stand heavy kick is probably your best friend. The punish on this isn't difficult, but I always forget she does the last kick at the end, so I'll like hold up here or something, or I'll start doing a button and I'll get hit. So just remember that she does in fact do the launching kick. And if you want to do crouch heavy punch punish, you need to drive rush first. Chun's level 3 is only -23, so you really can't get a crouch heavy punch punish with the follow-up. So you have to use stand heavy punch no matter where you are on screen if you want a big combo, right? You cannot do the crouch heavy punch route against this super. Again, with Zangief, level 2, if you want the crouch heavy punch follow-up, you have to drive rush first. But other than that, nothing radical to think about. If you block Sim level 1 from like really close, you can do towards medium punch, but it's not likely to do that because, again, it's not invincible. It's kind of a combo tool for him. Generally speaking, against Dulcim level 2, you just want to hit a crouching normal and then drive rush cancel to get away. If you want to land the crouch heavy punch on this, you can either drive rush, but you don't even need to spend that bar. So you can just do forward dash, charge crouch heavy punch, and you get the follow-up. Super Rashid kick, super duper minus. You can crouch it from a far ways away, but if you do block it up close, even though he recovers really far away, you just got to do drive rush into the charge heavy punch, and easiest combo of your life, right? Aki level 1 actually extremely minus, so if you lock this puppy, you can do drive rush into crouch heavy punch. And I think you can also just do forward dash. Whoops, didn't come out. Yeah, that works. If you block the light version of Aki's level 2 from really close, you can do drive rush into medium punch, which will be plus 10, so you can route into like back heavy punch and get a punish. Medium is pretty much unpunishable, at least by Marisa from most ranges. Because I can do like drive rush into crouch medium punch, I guess. But you have to cancel this, so it would have to be like that or something. If you're really close and she does the heavy one, if they're ever whiffing over your head, you can just dash and get a charged heavy punch. Common theme, if you want the crouch heavy punch punish on this, you got to drive rush beforehand. At level 1 is another one of those supers where if you want the crouch heavy punch punish, we got to drive rush beforehand, and then the follow-up connects. Ed's level 3 works the exact same way. But of course, on all of these, you can always just charge stand heavy punch, right? That just works. You might think Akuma's level 1 would be exactly like Ryu's, but it's not. You can always do drive rush into charge stand heavy punch, unless of course you're blocking it from like way over here, and even then you should still be able to do drive rush into regular heavy punch or heavy kick. Akuma level 2 also extremely negative on block, but once again, if you want this crouch heavy punch route, you're going to have to drive rush beforehand. Level 3 in a very similar state. If you want the crouch heavy punch punish, has to be drive rush first. You don't have time to dash. So Bison level 2, little bit tricky. If you block it in front, I think you can just stay still and do the crouch heavy punch punish most of the time, depends on the range. But if you are worried about it, you can just kind of see the direction you blocked it in and then drive rush first. So that's if I block it in front, and this is if he crosses behind. So you can just sort of be like, oh, which side is he going to be on, block it, and then drive rush if you want that punish. Otherwise, of course, you can always stand heavy punch the sucker. Fortunately, Power Geyser is only minus 27, so you really can't get a whole lot of other punishes besides for stand heavy punch. So if you're backed up, you'll still need to go for that. 3, if you block this, you can forward dash if you want to cross him up, or you can just stay put if you want to stay on the same side. The frame data does change depending on if she has flame stocks or not. But no matter what, you're not plus enough to do like drive rush into crouch heavy punch. So if you do block this, it doesn't matter if she has flame stocks or not, you're just going to want to go with stand heavy punch. And there I was just really late with my punish. There you go, it does work. It does not change on my level 2, no matter if she has flame stocks or not. And either way, she is just completely in your face. And you can punish her with charge crouch heavy punch or charge stand heavy punch. Doesn't matter. I was just late there. Give me one more try. I was late again because the block stun is different. So if you are practicing on punishing this, you want to make sure, but she's not any less negative, okay? You still get the same punishes, but the timing's different. About range on this, you can always dash before you punish this with your crouch heavy punch. So it's supposed to be. Because from further away, I think this could fall out. I haven't got it to fall out, but it just looks like it'd be inconsistent. But you do have enough time to do a forward dash first, and then you should always be close enough. Elena's level 3, also very negative. Have enough time to forward dash before you do any sort of punish. I think the most consistent punish for a blocked Tiger Cannon is going to be drive rush into stand heavy kick. God's level 3, he takes a giant step forward, and he's very minus. If you're worried about range at all, just forward dash first. That was kind of a marathon to record. Hopefully it was helpful. As always, have a good time.